Hi guys, it's Brooklyn here, and Jason, and in today's video we're going to be doing 5 things to do when you're home alone. So these things could go for anything, like if you're home alone by yourself, like completely, or if you have siblings around, or pets, or anything. So let's get started. Number 1 is you can prank call, which is obviously a very fun thing to do if you're a prankster, or if you like to, have fun doing things that you probably shouldn't do. Prank calling is a very fun thing to do. But if you have caller ID, I highly doubt that you use another phone, because they could figure out who you are, and if you do not like getting in trouble, they could tell your parents and you could get in trouble. I mean, we're not saying that prank calling is a good thing to do, but if you're home alone and bored, I mean, it's kind of fun, obviously. But moving on to number 2, watching a movie. Now, this one may sound really boring and, common. I mean, it's just like, oh, why are you adding watching a movie? I mean, that's something that probably a lot of people do. But watching a movie is really fun to do, especially if you're home alone, and it's a scary movie. I mean, it's definitely not best for you to do if you easily get scared. But like I said, if you're like let me see. How am I gonna say this? Like, or I guess a rebel or something? Yeah, I guess a rebel would work. But if you're like a rebel or something, and you probably shouldn't do it, then you probably should do it. But if you're not, I don't really suggest watching a scary movie alone. I mean, that could terrify you. And yeah. Number 3 is ding dong ditching, which obviously, if it's cold outside or something, you probably shouldn't do. Especially if your parents are just like, oh, don't go outside when we're home, don't answer the door, or anything like that. But, ding dong ditching is really fun, I guess. But just make sure you don't get caught. And, by the way, we're not trying to say any of these are actually good. They're some of them are kind of wrong. Like, oh, sorry, that was loud. We're not saying any of these are actually good for you to do, and you should do. They're just some suggestions if you're bored. But yeah, ding dong ditching is, I guess, fun. But as long as you don't get caught, I mean, ugh. Number 4 is that you should, or not should, but that you can, make a sundae or something that you're not supposed to, like, add a bunch of ingredients, like, I don't know, Oreo cookies, whipped cream, and obviously, when you're home alone, you'll probably add more than you're supposed to, like ice cream. You probably add a whole, like, 15 scoops, and go back for more, even though when your parents are home, you probably don't do that. I mean, we're not saying that you don't do it when your parents are home, but, yeah. Anyways, number 5, and obviously last but not least, just plain old sleeping. Now, this may seem like really boring. It's like, oh, why would you go to sleep when you're home alone when you can do all those other things? Well, some people get tired, especially if they've watched a horror movie, like I said. I mean, you'd be tired. I mean, you probably wouldn't want to really go to sleep either, but, yeah. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Check out my Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, which will be in the description, and obviously have a wonderful day. Bye! Bye!